Are you thinking about becoming a nonprofit consultant but not sure where to start? Let's simplify this. I'm Catalina. I spent years inside nonprofits before becoming a consultant, and here's what I learned. Starting a business is simpler than you think if you just focus on the basics, and that's what we're going to talk about today in this video. The first step is to do some market research, because before you build anything, you want to get a quick pulse on the sector to make sure there's a demand for what you want to do. So talk to a few people you trust, colleagues, friends, other people that work in the sector. Do some informational interviews with random organizations that you don't know and ask what their team is overwhelmed by or what they need help with. You can also check job boards to see what skills orgs are hiring for. And as you're doing this research, just notice the patterns, and this is going to give you enough information to give you a direction. The second step to start your business is to clarify your offer. So you want to ask yourself a simple question. What can I help an organization with right now? Not someday, not after you do that CFRE or the 3 other certificates you want to do online. Right now, what can you help orgs with? Is it fundraising, comms, finances? Pick one lane that you feel confident in and you can evolve later. The third step to start your business is to decide who you want to help. You are not serving every nonprofit, okay? So I want you to narrow down the list. Do you want to work with small orgs, mid-sized orgs, a certain issue area, a certain type of leader? This will give you focus and helps people understand what you do. This is really going to help your messaging and your positioning. After you figure out what you're going to offer, you got to put a price on the offer. When it comes to pricing, there are a lot of ways to slice and dice it, but keep in mind that you want to think about the value to the organization. And just so you have some sort of a reference number, the average hourly rate for a consultant in the US is about $151 an hour. Step 5 is you're going to want to set up the basics. Okay, this is the unsexy stuff, but the back end that you actually need to get started, which includes figuring out your business name, then figuring out the structure for your company. Are you going to do an LLC or an S Corp? You have to look at the tax implications. Then you need to register your EIN with the IRS. You need a business bank account to keep your personal and business finances separate. You're also going to need a professional email. Then you're going to need a simple way to invoice and track your income. That's it. So you really can wait on a logo, website, all that can come later, and you are going to need to get insurance once you get your first client too. That's crucial. But don't worry about any of that now. The next question you probably have is, okay, great, I've got all this set up. I know what I'm going to offer, but how do I get clients? Okay, the easiest thing to do for new consultants is to tap your existing network. This is how I got my first clients. This is almost how every other consultant I know has landed their first clients. You're going to want to reach out to people who already know you and your quality of work. So this could be former coworkers, for example. Tell them that you're consulting and tell them what services you're offering, what you can help orgs with. And honestly, people are so willing to help. You just have to make the ask. And the last thing I'll say is you want to do all of this before you feel ready, because you're never going to feel ready in the beginning. Nobody does. You start gaining confidence. You start getting clarity and momentum by actually doing. So I encourage you, take these steps. And if you want to know whether consulting is the right next step for you, take our free quiz below.